Let's give Andrew another round of applause. He's a hero. The reason why I mentioned Andrew, and I want to make sure Andrew was here, is you see a lot of young people here. I would bet that most of these young people weren't alive when Ronald Reagan was president, but Andrew's done a great job at bringing young people up to the Reagan Ranch. If you haven't been to the Reagan Ranch, I encourage all of you to go up to the Reagan Ranch and see. You get to see the person Ronald Reagan when you go and visit the ranch. And I am lucky because I do represent the best district in the state of California, because not only do I have the Reagan Presidential Library and the Reagan Ranch, the Reagan Center, but I also have the Reagan Freeway. And with your help, we'll have the Reagan statue up in Sacramento. So, and it is how Ronald Reagan would have done it. We do have a budget deficit, and this will all be done out of private donations. And I think it'll be very, very easy to raise the amount of money to put up a statue up in the Capitol. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Any questions?
Sure. How much is it going to cost, and when do you need the money?
We're going over the cost right now. There was a model done of the Reagan statue in Washington, D.C., and that was done for roughly about $40,000. So I would say that's probably a ballpark. And as soon as we pass the bill, the sooner the better. Because my goal is, we're on a time frame here, my goal is to have that money done and start working on it right away, because we want it up by the 100th birthday.
Sorry. I have a question. Does the Senate bill, specify the exact location of where the statue will be placed?
No, it does not. There will be a board. The Department of General Services is in charge of the Capitol Park, so to speak, and also the Capitol grounds, as well as in the building. My hope would be in the building, or right as you walk in the building. But obviously that's something that we can't put in statute. We have to work with the department on that.
Have you done any kind of renderings? Do you have any pictures of what it might look like? Or
you know, the good thing is about working with the foundation, the Reagan Foundation, is they worked on the statue. This will help if the statue that's up in Washington, D.C. So I would go visit the Washington, which I'm doing next week, visit the statue in Washington, D.C., because it would probably look very familiar to what we're looking at doing here in California.
And so will there be something written somewhere that stipulates it has to be a sculptor from California, or how will you determine who's commissioned?
It would be the commission that's done from the General Services Department that would move forward on that.
Tony, do your colleagues in Sacramento seem supportive?
We'll find out. We'll find out. You know, if you remember, I was the one who did the Reagan license plate bill, and I have to give credit to actually one person, and that would have been a failure had it not been for John Burton. John Burton actually served in the legislature, and you would say, well, John Burton, Jim Brulte, but John Burton actually worked very hard because he understands that this is Ronald Reagan, former governor of California, who was president of the United States, and he helped me foster this through. I actually think that this will pass. I think it will go through because I think everybody recognizes the contributions that Ronald Reagan gave to not just this country and the world, but the state of California, and how proud we should be as Californians that Ronald Reagan came from California.
Right, thank you.
Senator,
Please.
Should we just look at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library website if we wanted to send money to them now in anticipation of this?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that, but we haven't set up the account specifically. So when I say yes, I better go call the foundation as soon as we leave right now. But no, I think what they would do is they would write down their name, phone number, and way of contact. So once we open up that account, you'll get called first.
Very cool.
But you won't be me, I'll be the first contributor. Any other questions? Thanks again for taking time out of your busy morning. Happy President's Day. And Thanks again. God bless Ronald Reagan. Thank you.